Good afternoon and welcome to Danny Bond Field for a special Saturday sectional tournament game. Your DeKalb County High School Tigerettes taking on the Lenior City Lady Panthers. Tom Duggan alongside Casey Midget gets to sit in the passenger seat. I guess I'm kind of in the driver's seat. Casey, good to have you, man.
Well, it's good to be here. You know, a lot of people must have been out for me to be in here to talk about softball.
Well, you know, it's graduation weekend. Kaylee's always off, doing some softball thing somewhere. And Coach Van's out today, too. So good to have you with us. And what a beautiful day. Perfect day for softball. But it wasn't so much that. A few hours ago, in fact, about 2:30 this morning, Casey, this field was underwater. It was tarped, but with all the storms that blew in, the tarp got blown off, and they've been out here working all day long getting this field ready.
I tell you what, my hat's off to all the parents and the boosters that come out here and worked on this field to get this in a playing shape that it is to be able to come and play this game today. Man, what a gorgeous day.
Beautiful.
It's perfect.
It is. Game time temperature is 80 degrees. We do have some wind as the wind has been whipping it pretty good throughout the day today, and it's coming out of the west-southwest at about 13 miles an hour, but it's gusting up to around 30 miles an hour. That could be a factor as we're going to see first pitch in strike one. Molly Robinson will go down the batting order for Lenoir City in just a moment.
Hey folks, are you ready for some good old Southern fun?
Sectional round game. The winner moves on to play Tuesday. We'll talk about that coming up. Ball one, let's take a look at that batting order for the Lady Panthers. Robinson, we mentioned the right fielder. Sophie Reed will bat second. Reagan Helton, Rusinek the catcher. In the cleanup spot, Hanson, Williams, Tinch, Langley, and Baker all in the order for this Lady Panther team. Swing and a miss, and we've got a count of a ball and 2 strikes here. Working to Robinson. We'll go around the diamond in just a moment with the DeKalb County Tigerettes to take a look at what they're lined up with out in the field in this sectional round game today. Kilgore winds, throws, swing, miss, gone is Robinson. 1 up, 1 down here at the top of the first inning. Let's take a look at the infield for DeKalb County, or the entire field, if you will. It's Kilgore and, of course, Fuse and her battery mate. Maggie Hendrickson at first base, Sophie Adcock at second. Bryna Pelham, your shortstop. It's Riley Wilbur at third. Brown, Bain, and Young all in the outfield for this DeKalb County team. 22-5-1 coming in. And a foul ball by Sophie Reed over on the right-hand side. We'll get things off to a 0-1 start in this at-bat. Cora Kilgore coming into this game, Casey, to my understanding, had 289 strikeouts for the season.
Well, she's got 290 now.
290 now, and if she keeps going the way she's been, she will break 300. Before this game, she's been averaging about double digits throughout the postseason, been dominant as she's been throughout the entire season. Swing and a foul back into the netting. We'll set it up a ball and 2 strikes. Going to Anderson University to play college ball next season. And I believe they're getting a really good player.
Well, she's the most athletic girl her age in the high school, and she's also the smartest, so that's a pretty good combination.
Gave the valedictorian speech last night and pitching for a chance to go to the state tournament today. That's pretty amazing. Swing fouled back, and we'll stay at a ball and 2 strikes to Reed with Reagan Helton waiting in the on-deck circle.
I have a feeling if they'd had to play this game yesterday, that her valedictorian speech would have been via Jumbotron.
I think you're exactly right, Casey. I think she was going to pitch regardless. That misses just outside, and we'll go double deuces here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. As, again, Sophie Reed, the batter, 346 coming into today's game with a couple of home runs, 18 RBIs. She gets on base. She likes to run. She's had 24 stolen bases, scored 37 runs, but she's got to get on base first, of course, as that's foul back. And we'll stay stuck here, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
She's done good just to battle against Cora in this at-bat.
And true that is Lenoir City, to my knowledge, this is the first time they and DeKalb have ever met in softball. If it was during like one of those midseason tournaments. But never in the postseason. Swing and a miss, and Reed is gone. 2 up, 2 gone by way of strikeout here in the top half of the first inning, and Reagan Helton will step in. Helton batting .393. Excuse me, check that. Batting .451. That's a little bit of a difference there coming into today's game. 6 homers, 29 RBI. She's got power. And she's going to look at a Cora Kilgore fastball for a called strike, and we'll open things up. No balls and 1 strike.
That average is about to go down.
Nothing you'd want as Kilgore gets set to go. Lefty. And she's locked in. I've seen her a couple times that I've not even spoken to her. I'm afraid to. Swing and miss. As you could just see that look in her eyes. She was ready to go today.
She can beat you today. She can beat you on the mound or in the ring.
Yep. Yes. And she's done a lot at the plate this year for DeKalb as well. 3 pitches. Down she goes. A lineup of K's in the top of the first inning. Scoreless between DeKalb County and Lenoir City. This is sectional high school softball action on the Blitz Sports Network. We're presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Unrivaled service and practical advice from Jeff and Grant James at DeKalb County Insurance. With auto, homeowners, life and annuities, property and liability, Medicare supplement, and business policies available. Receive seriously good insurance with great coverage and prices. DeKalb County Insurance is an independent agency that shops multiple carriers, such as Erie, Allstate, Travelers, State Auto, Progressive, and many more. Call today for a quote. DeKalb County Insurance, 615-597-0660.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Set to go in the bottom half of the first inning. Let's take a look at that DeKalb County batting order as we get set to get started here in the bottom of the first inning. And it's Riley Wilbur's going to lead things off. Zaylee Bain, Brian Pelham, Cora Kilgore in the cleanup spot today. Tatum Young, Sophie Adcock, Maggie Hendrickson, Brooke Houston in the number 8 spot. Hannah Brown will bat 9th as we're ready to go. And Riley Wilbur is going to step in, and we don't have updated stats, Casey. We've got about 23 games worth of stats, and just kind of give you ballpark Riley batting somewhere around the 306 mark in the leadoff spot today.
Here's all you need to know. That kid's an athlete.
Yeah, she's hit a grand slam this year, too, and now looking to bunt. As that will drift off foul. Starting pitcher today, as we will look at the lineup momentarily for Lenoir City. In the circle, Kimball Williams, 0-0. We'll give you some stats on her coming up in just a moment as we'll get set for this second pitch. Swung on, that's hit. It's a fly ball. That's going to be trouble.
Oh.
All the way back to the fence. Rounding first, on into second with a stand-up double. Riley Wilbur for DeKalb County. Tigerettes in business.
She got all of that when I thought that thing had a chance to go.
Number 4, Zaylee Bain.
Zaylee Bain is going to now step in. Bain with a runner already in scoring position. That got up in the air in a hurry. And we mentioned Robinson, the starting pitcher, Williams, the starting pitcher, 50 innings pitched. She's 5-4 this year. Has started 8 games coming into today. 2.38 ERA is the best on the team. That's going to be in the dirt, fouled. That's looking maybe the sack bunt there to try to get that runner over to third. Her battery mate, Bella Rusinek. First base is Addison Langley. It is Emma Harness over at second. Shortstop is Reagan Helton. Kylie Hansen at third base. We'll look at the outfield momentarily as Bain getting set for the 0-1 pitch. Thought about it. Didn't go as that was just a little bit upstairs. And ball 1-1 the count. Left field, it's Abriana Baker. Center fielder is Sophie Reed. Molly Robinson in right field for Lenoir City. Count 1-1 strike. Runner at second. Just underway, bottom half of the first inning. Pitch swung on, popped up, and that's exactly what you didn't want to see if you're DeKalb County, because that's a pop-up, Casey, right over to that second base spot, and that's going to hold the runner at bay there at second. Now 1 out on the board.
Well, I'll tell you, I was proud to see Riley notice that, because, boy, that could have doubled up pretty easy there.
DeKalb County's Bryna Pelham, and Bryna back when at our last stat count was hitting over 600. And this is going to carry out to the center field. Great grab out there. Reed got back there and made a tough catch out on the warning track. So the fly ball out to the number 8 spot. Runner will tag and on down to third. But the thing is, Casey, that's 2 outs. But now, you know what Cora's thinking? I can help my own cause here. Runner at third, and she's going to step into the batter's box, cleanup hitter.
Yeah, no better place to be right now than with her right there.
Cora Kilgore will swing the bat, set to go, runner at third, but now 2 gone here in the bottom of the first. Pitch off the handle of the bat, going to be handled easily at third. Hanson over to first in time, and a 5-3 ground ball will end the inning. DeKalb County will strand 1 in scoring position. We head to the top half of the second inning. It's batters 4, 5, 6 due up for Lenoir City. Scoreless after 1. DeKalb County versus Lenoir City. Sectional tournament baseball action on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Looking to make some modifications around your home? Whether it's a cozy closet, a sleek shelving unit, or those custom barn doors you've been eyeing, Aldino Carpentry, Trim, and More can get the job done. With our licensed and insured team, we guarantee your project is in good hands. We tackle every project with care and a keen eye for detail. You dream it, we build it. Imagine walking into your home and feeling that wow factor every single time. Aldino Carpentry, Trim, and More. Your dream space is just a call away.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Bella Russinick will bat to lead off the top half of the second inning. After a 1-2-3 inning by Cora Kilgore, led things off in the top half. DeKalb County got Riley Wilbur aboard with a double, but then left stranded at third base. Got out of a jam, did Williams in the circle. Swing and a miss here, and Kilgore is on fire here early.
I tell you, Lenoir City was very fortunate to get out of that inning because we were hitting the ball off them, and so far nobody's even whiffed at the ball from Cora yet.
Kilgore, 0-1. That rise ball rose a little high in the zone, and count evens up 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, the state tournament begins on Tuesday. Now, the winner of this game plays McNary Central on Tuesday at 1 o'clock, and that's going to be at Starplex as strike 2, 1 and 2 the count over at the complex there in Murfreesboro. So the opponent, we already know who it is, and 6 of the 8 teams actually in the 3A tournament have already been determined. We'll run through some of that for you as the broadcast goes along. Right now, Kilgore has strikeout number 4.
Gosh.
4 up, 4 gone, 4 Ks, and 1 gone here in the top of the second inning.
Let's see, 290, 291, 292, 293 right now.
At this rate, she might hit 300 by the fourth inning.
Yep.
As we'll open the count up here, going against the third baseman, Hanson. Pitch, and Hanson got a good chop there, going to dribble it foul and open the count up, no balls and 1 strike. Hanson batting .393 coming in. 4 homers, 23 RBI. She leads the team with 7 triples thus far on the season.
I'll bet you she don't get one here.
She's down on the count, 0-1. Lefty ready to go. Kilgore dials in, set. Swing and a miss. Change some speed there.
Oh, that was so sweet.
And 0-2 the count. She's locked in, buddy. I'm telling you. Locked in. No balls and 2 strikes. Ready to go. Set. She's just working like a machine and ready to go for that 0-2. Swing and a miss. 5 up, 5 down, 5 Ks. 2 outs in the top of the second inning.
294.
Campbell Williams batting .299 with a pair of doubles, 12 RBI on the season. She will step into the batter's box, number 6 hitter in the order. 2 gone here in the top of the second inning, scoreless between DeKalb County and Lenoir City.
Nobody's even looked like they're going to hit off her yet. It's just it's amazing to see the difference in the presence and the command and the power that she has.
Pitch popped into foul territory, looking to possibly bunt there, and it's going to drop foul. And the count opens 0-1. They have, they've driven a few back in the net, but they're either behind or too far out front.
Did you see that dude over there try to catch that ball when he was clearly behind that net?
It's ambition, Casey.
It was something.
There's a bunt laid down and going to be handled. And, a miscue there as scooped up by Hendrickson. Adcock went over to cover. It's actually going to be an E3. And we'll get the first base runner of this ball game aboard for Lenoir City on an error, and that's going to break up the strikeout streak there for Kilgore as Tessie Tinch, the DP, is going to step in. Runner at first base, 2 outs on the board.
I get the feeling the only way they're going to touch the ball today is if they bunt or lean into a pitch.
Tinch batting .291 coming in today, showing bunt there, and will bunt it foul. And the count will open up 0-1 as the base runner Williams will, actually I believe that's going to be a courtesy runner. It's out, replaced, and we'll try to get that number and pass that along. Well, 0-0. Daniel Leslie, our producer. As that's a strike,
done.
And gone. Gone.
That was awesome.
Williams actually wasn't a courtesy runner. That was actually the pitcher, Williams. Caught stealing, and your inning is over. 1-2-3 goes Lenoir City again. Had a runner on by virtue of an error, but caught stealing, and the Tigerettes will send up 5, 6, 7 when we come back to DC Blitz coverage of Tigerette softball presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Bad Boy Mowers' legendary reputation for strength, performance, and value is now available with Bad Boy tractors. From mid-size to subcompact models, powered by 22 to 35 horsepower water-cooled diesel engines, your tractor work just got real easy. On the farm, the ranch, or even around the house, Bad Boy tractors deliver power and durability all day, every day. Bad Boy tractors work with an attitude. Find your big boy tractor at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
In a world of bank mergers and acquisitions driven by the bottom line, Wilson Bank and Trust remains focused on serving the community. We're local. We're independent. The people who make decisions and help you at the window are your neighbors and friends. As your local, independent bank, Wilson Bank and Trust takes a personal approach to business by providing customized banking needs while staying committed to serving our communities across Middle Tennessee. Let our team of local banking professionals show you the hometown difference. Wilson Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Tatum Young will lead things off for DeKalb County here in the bottom half of the second inning. Batters 5, 6, 7 due up here for the Tigerettes against Williams, who allowed a leadoff double. As ball one there, we'll open this count up 1 ball and no strikes, but retired the next 3 batters, a pop-up, a fly ball, and a ground out to third. Finished up the inning. Pitch on the way is way outside. The count 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0 here to Young. You were talking about Tatum just hits the ball and don't have a lot of doubles, triples, home runs, but Casey, she gets on base.
I predict single.
It's the 2-0 pitch.
Actually, I may revise that to walk.
It may be. Oh, yeah, I was going to say it may end up being a walk. Yeah. Is that ball 3 upstairs? 3 balls and no strikes here to Young. And Williams stepping back in. Winner of this game, of course, goes to the state tournament. A lot at stake.
There she is.
And that's on 4 pitches, Casey, as that one skips in the dirt. Ball 4, and DeKalb County's got a base runner in the infield. Well, at least the catcher's going to come out. They're going to have a little battery discussion as Sophie Adcock gets that to swing the bat.
That's so important. That leadoff batter getting on base, I don't care what level you're in, that is such a psychological edge for your team. When that first batter gets on, now you're in business.
Ready to go, Williams, runner at first for DeKalb County. Second inning in a row with the lead runner aboard. Bunt, it's going to be a sac bunt, and that's going to move the runner into scoring position. So, sac bunt for Adcock. 1 gone, but the runner moves in scoring position.
Now batting, number 17.
And you want to put runs on the board, and that's what Coach Ethan Duke and his staff have just done such a good job at all season long, getting runners in the scoring position and bringing them home to score.
Money ball, baby.
Maggie Hendrickson will swing the bat for DeKalb County. number 7 hitter in the order, and will fall behind 0-1, chasing one up in the zone just a little bit. And we'll start to count no balls and 1 strike.
If she'd hit that ball, it would have landed at Village Market.
Brooke Fuson waits in the on-deck circle. The number 8 hitter in the order, 1 aboard, in scoring position, just missing with that one. Close pitch there, and we'll go to 1 ball and 1 strike here. Appreciate everyone that's tuned in for our live coverage on DC Blitz. Tom Duggan alongside Casey Midget from Danny Bond Field on a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
Oh, perfect.
Rips it in the right field. Runner, they're going to wave her on in, and she's, going to score easily. And it's an RBI single for Hendrickson.
What a great hit. Right in the hole. Deep enough to give Tatum an easy chance to score there. Wow, what a great timely hit.
A lot of times that's what you want, just hit behind the batter, and exactly what she did there. Beautiful drive out in the right field, and Coach Duke did a good job. Did not slow up his runner, kept her going. Throw was off target, and all the way home will come Tatum Young from second base, and it's 1-0 Tigerettes here at the bottom of the second inning. Williams ready to go. And we'll dial up ball 1 outside here to Brooke Fuson. Runner remains on base in the form of Hendrickson by virtue of her RBI single, hit number 2 on the afternoon for DeKalb County. Ready to go is Williams. Pitch. Fuson will slap that up into the netting. And we'll go to no balls and 1 strike. Hannah Brown, by the way, waiting in the on-deck circle, the number 9 hitter in the DeKalb County order. They get hits up and down this DeKalb order throughout the year. Brown's another one, and Kelly's talked about this, how that number 9 spot has turned into almost a duplicate leadoff hitter, and that's what you get with Brown, is Fuson's going to take one for the team there, and glad she had that elbow protector on. We could hear the plastic pop from up here.
Goodness, that had to hurt.
Hannah Brown.
And that will be the first hit batsman of the day, in case it puts runners at first and second now. Still with just 1 gone on the sac bunt by Sophie Adcock here in the bottom of the second inning. DeKalb County with an opportunity now with Brown stepping up to swing the bat. Brown, at last report, was hitting around 362 on the year. And again, that's your 9 hitter. Going to line this one right to the shortstop. Quick throw, good heady throw there by Helton, but DeKalb County Fuson didn't get far off the bag.
Number 8, Riley Wilbur.
And she'll be back in safe, so a line out to shortstop will retire Brown for the second out of the inning. And now we're back to the top of the order. Wilbur smashed, I believe, a first pitch double in her first at-bat in the bottom of the first inning. She's going to see 2 pitches at least here. That one up and away, and it's ball 1. 1-0 with 2 aboard, and now 1 out.
I think it's just so obvious this early in the game is that every one of our batters are either getting walked or hitting the ball somewhere.
Pop toward right field. It's going to hang up there, and it's going to be grabbed by Robinson. So DeKalb County will strand to one of those in scoring positions, but the Tigerettes get a run on an RBI single by Maggie Hendrickson to lead 1-0 as we head to the top half of the third inning. Batters 7, 8, 9 due up for the Lady Panthers. This is Tigerettes Up on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change a car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent is DeKalb County Insurance. Get a quote today at DeKalbInsurance.net.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. Go to ErieInsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Tessie Tinch to lead things off in the top half of the third inning. Tinch, Addison Langley, Abriana Baker. 7, 8, 9, and ball 1 up and away. We'll open the count up, and Cora don't get behind often, and especially today, as she's working through her last 3 batters. First time through the order, 5 strikeouts already. Swing and a miss there will even this count up, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, she's been behind a total of 1 pitch so far this game.
Kilgore steps in, ready to go. Count even up, 1-1. 1-0 Tigerette lead. Pitch, swing, miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tinch.
She's so dominant from that mound. It is just truly impressive to watch this in person. There is just a commanding presence she has out there.
You were talking about that during the break, just swing and a miss, as that's her 6th strikeout. Just how in person, just seeing it, how much different it is. But, you know, the thing, I saw her this morning come out here to bring gear and everything to leave, and they were out working on the field, and Cora was already here. And you could just see the look in her eyes. I mean, that focus locked in at, 10 o'clock this morning. Buddy, she was ready to go. And it's showing today as that one right in there for a called strike, 0-1 to Langley.
I'm telling you right now, I think they've got enough to win this game with her on the mound right now.
No balls, 1 strike. Langley, the number 8 hitter in the order. Chased that one high in the zone. Rise ball got her swinging.
I don't know, Tom. What do you think? If you're Lenoir City, do you start praying for an earthquake at this point?
Nothing. I think they're seeing the earthquake. Cora Kilgore smacking that glove. No balls and 2 strikes. Gone.
That's 296.
Golly. 7 strikeouts for Cora Kilgore.
7, Adriana Baker.
And now here comes the number 9 hitter. And just that error is the only thing keeping what could have been 9 strikeouts for the first time through the order. 8 is mind-boggling as it is if she makes that happen here. Baker's got something to say about it, though. She's going to look at strike 1. Baker hitting .262 coming into today's game.
She's as good as struck out right now.
Top of the order waits at the on-deck circle. Kilgore ready to go. That pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 0-2, no balls, 2 strikes. Looking for her 8th strikeout already. Ready to go is Baker. Kilgore. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Struck out the side in the top of the 3rd. Let's go to the bottom half of the inning. Tigerettes will send up batters 2, 3, 4. They lead 1-0 over Lenoir City in the sectional round game. Winner goes on to state. Tigerette softball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good.
Zaylee Bain looking to slap one down the line as we start things off bottom of the 3rd inning. That one will just roll foul. And we will open the count up. No balls, 1 strike. Bain popped up to second base. First time up. Looking for her first hit of the day. Tigerettes with a 1-0 lead as we move to the bottom of the 3rd. Schedule for 7. And got a great crowd at the ballpark today, by the way. That one fouled and out of play. And the count goes 0-2. By the way, you are charged with saving my life if a softball comes our direction.
I can, I'm a big body. I can just move and you'll be fine.
Kelly already has a save this year. she and just the prettiest catch as you've ever seen in our last broadcast from here. Slap towards shortstop, gobbled up by Helton. Ooh, that was close.
I thought that was going to go through her glove for a minute.
I'm telling you what, Helton and Langley just in time, but Zaylee Bain was zooming up that line. That was close. And now Brian Pelham who flew out to center field, deep center field, all the way back to the warning track. Her last time up, we were just talking about her hitting over 600 when she put that ball deep into the outfield. This time going to hit it opposite direction. Again, the shortstop. Yeah, that was trouble. That's a hit. As Pelham even beat the throw. No, the throw was off the mark, but that's a base hit. Pelham got there.
Now batting, number 19.
And runner aboard now is DeKalb County with their third hit of the afternoon. And Cora Kilgore comes up with fellow senior Pelham at first base. Pelham also going on to play college softball. And you're talking about two young ladies. Their colleges are getting two great people and great softball players, and we wish them the very best. We know they're going to be awesome on the next level as that throw quickly down the first, not quite in time, as Pelham will step back. Count opens up, 1 ball, no strikes here to Kilgore.
I was kind of hoping that they'd both flunk this year so they could come back and play again next year.
Well, would they qualify academically if they did? Swing and a miss, and I guess the tip foul is going to make Pelham go back to first base. Well, you know, if things in high school end up like NCAA, they'll eventually probably be able to go collegiate after their sophomore year or stay 7-8 years if they want to in the high school level.
Yeah.
Pitch on the way is upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out on the board.
You think when Cora's up to bat, she's looking at that pitcher and just going, amateur.
Probably. I think she's looking and saying, I'm going to hit one out of here. As Williams set to go. Kimball Williams.
Oh, yeah. She helped her cause there.
Yes, she did. That's going to be a single. Back-to-back base hits by the seniors, Pelham and Kilgore. Well, technically, Casey, they're not seniors. They're graduates.
Yeah, they're graduates.
They are now graduates. And Shaylee Lunsford is going to come in to courtesy run for Kilgore.
I think that's what you call a fifth-year senior.
Both graduating last night, and a lot of folks I know attended graduation, and thank goodness, thank the good Lord that the storms held off to later on last night, and graduation got in. They got everything cleaned up before the rain moved in. Perfect evening. Little slap there, gobbled up by the third baseman. Goal is off the mark. Everybody's safe. In fact, Pelham's going to score. Lunsford's on her way to third. Tatum Young on what's going to be a E5 there is going to be in at second base. Run comes home to score, and it's 2-0 DeKalb County as Sophie Adcock now swings the bat. Casey, again, a chance at a big inning with runners in scoring position at second and third.
Errors. That's what will kill you.
First error charged to Lenoir City by unofficial count today. Going to go E5 on that throw over to Langley at first. Pitch on the way is going to be drilled off to the right-hand side, and the count will open 0-1 here to Adcock. Maggie Hendrickson, who knocked in the first run, back in the second inning, waits in the on-deck circle. Bottom half of the third, DeKalb County has added on to their lead, leading now 2-0. Pitch off the handle of the bat, and that's going to line straight to the shortstop. And again, good heady play there by the base runners to keep an eye on that and get back to their bags. They didn't take big leads off base, and Maggie Hendrickson's going to step up, and now 2 outs on the board. Casey, if she can put another one in play as she did before, 2 more runs may come in for these Tigerettes.
I hope she does, but we got more than we need right now.
Ready to go is Williams. Pitch swung on. That's a high fly ball headed to right. Robinson should have it and does. So DeKalb County will strand 2 more, both in scoring position. We head to the top half of the 4th inning with DeKalb County on top of Lenoir City. 2-0. Winner goes to state. Tigerette softball on the DC Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Looking to make some modifications around your home? Whether it's a cozy closet, a sleek shelving unit, or those custom barn doors you've been eyeing, Aldino Carpentry, Trim, and More can get the job done. With our licensed and insured team, we guarantee your project is in good hands. We tackle every project with care and a keen eye for detail. You dream it, we build it. Imagine walking into your home and feeling that wow factor every single time. Aldino Carpentry, Trim, and More. Your dream space is just a call away.
Bad Boy tractors are born from the legendary Bad Boy mowers from 20 to 35 horsepower. Subcompact to midsize, Bad Boy combines power, performance, comfort, and, as always, builds strength to deliver the workhorse dependability you need to get the job done and done right. Homeowner, landscaper, or rancher, there's a Bad Boy tractor for you to work with an attitude. Find your big boy tractor at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
Back to the top of the order for Lenoir City to open up the fourth inning. It's Molly Robinson to lead off, Sophie Reed, Reagan Helton. They all have a K next to their name in the scorebook because Cora Kilgore struck out 8 of the 9 batters first time through the order. Showing bunt, lays down a good one down the first base line, but you know what? Hendrickson says, I'll just tag you out on the way down the line. One up, one gone.
Sophie Reed.
You're on. You're not on. Now you're on. Yeah.
Well, I knew my broadcast career would come to a quick end.
Sometimes you operator error on my part, Casey.
Yeah, I've heard that story a couple times in my life.
Sometimes I have my mic off. Don't feel bad. Pitch on the way up in the zone, and Sean Bunt was Reed. She pulled us out just in time to able to count up 1 ball and no strikes. So the ground out. Down the line there at first base will retire Robinson. Reed, Helton waiting in the on-deck circle. Tigerettes with a 2-0 lead. Dominating effort so far for Cora Kilgore. Kilgore again laying down a bunt. Gobbled up this time Wilbur. Throw over to first in time. 5-3 ground ball sits down Sophie Reed. 2 up, 2 down. And I think here Lenoir is trying to force the Tigerettes into some throwing errors, Casey. And, you know, we've seen some of those throughout the course of the season, and maybe taking their chances, just put the ball in play and see if they can't get some runners on by way of error.
Yeah, well, good luck.
Helton will step in 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Pitch on the way. Helton's going to swing the bat and fouls that one back. Helton, I think we mentioned earlier, hitting .451 coming into today. Struck out last time up, but she does have power. 6 home runs, 29 RBI, and 5 triples this year. Probably the best bat in that order for Lenoir City. But she's going to fall behind here, chase that one, and the count no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2. And Kilgore trying to go 1, 2, 3 for the 4th inning in a row.
Here comes number 298.
0-2 pitch. Outside. This time ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Going to have to wait on it. 1-2 the count. Only 1 base runner for Lenoir. She was caught trying to steal second base. That was Kimball Williams to end the 2nd inning. Pitch. Swing. Popped. Foul. Out of play. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Base is empty. Man, there's a good crowd here.
Yeah, there's a lot of folks here. It's been a while since I've been to the softball field. I think we're going to have to start considering some stand expansion here.
Yeah, I believe that's probably in the works for the future. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Lenoir, the folks coming in from Lenoir City, brought a good crowd today. Nice folks, had a chance to chat with a few of them. Got here this afternoon, so good to see those folks here. Wish them a safe trip when they go back today, as that's fouled away. And good battle going on here. 2 balls and 2 strikes between Kilgore and Reagan Helton.
You know, Lenoir City, that reminds me of a movie I watched. Alvin C. York. That's an
old
one.
Yeah. Yep. Sergeant York.
They were sitting in the post office in there.
Chopper to shortstop. And throws not in time. That's going to be a 2-out single. That's a first hit of the day off Cora Kilgore. And that was kind of deep in the hole. And Pelham didn't come up charging. And the long stride of Helton, she got down to first base, and she'll be on with 2 outs. Anyway, to finish your story, Casey.
Well, by the way, that may be the only base runner for the rest of the game, too. So that's where my money would be. But, yeah, they were sitting in the post office, and the traveling salesman come in and said, "Hey, how do y'all get in here?" And one of them said, "We was born here." So, I don't know. I think Lenoir City might be in that same category.
No balls and 1 strike, as it will be Kilgore opening the count to Bella Russinick, the catcher for the Lady Panthers. Swing and a miss. Or maybe she tipped it. I believe she did. And we'll set it up 0-2. And, of course, Helton's ready to run on any contact with there being 2 outs on the board. Can't manufacture one here because you do have 2 outs, so you can't afford a sack bunt.
Yep.
Russinick will swing the bat here, 0-2. Batting .354, has 34 hits this season. Pitch, swung on, fouled. And we'll try it again. No balls and 2 strikes. Field looks good. Again, a lot of work went into it, but a lot of rain pounding the field overnight after the tarp blew off. And I'm telling you, all hands were on deck today getting this field ready, and they have done a fantastic job. It looks great.
I'm totally amazed at how good this field looks after what we had last night.
Up in the zone, and I'll tell you what.
And I'd bust her wide open.
Helton, yeah, she's trying to draw that throw, and Brooke Fuson walked out a little ways and said, we can play this game if you want to. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch, low, and that's going to get by. And that's a passed ball that's going to lead to Helton moving in the scoring position. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, but Lenoir City threatening with a runner in scoring position, Casey, for the first time today.
Yeah, gosh, you just seem like something must be wrong with somebody being in scoring position with Cora out there.
Russinick smacks one toward right. It is going to drift foul down toward the bullpen area. I'll tell you what, Helton, she was halfway down the line between third and home. She can run, and she's going to head back to second base. And we'll try it all over again, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You know what they call that in baseball, right?
What's that?
Strike 1.
Double deuces here for Kilgore. She's ready. Steps in after giving up her first hit of the ball game. Ready for the 2-2. Got her looking.
298.
They'll strand 1 in scoring position. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Your Tigerettes 2, Lenoir City nothing. Sub-state or sectional round. Winner goes to state. Tigerettes softball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
In a world of bank mergers and acquisitions driven by the bottom line, Wilson Bank and Trust remains focused on serving the community. We're local. We're independent. The people who make decisions and help you at the window are your neighbors and friends. As your local, independent bank, Wilson Bank and Trust takes a personal approach to business by providing customized banking needs while staying committed to serving our communities across Middle Tennessee. Let our team of local banking professionals show you the hometown difference. Wilson Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
24 years ago tomorrow, the first game ever was played at Danny Bond Field. It wasn't Danny Bond Field then. They had spent all season getting the field ready. And in a sectional, or I still call it sub-state, round game, DeKalb County hosted Sweetwater and won 2-0. As DeKalb County went to state that 2001 season. Bryna Pelham's mother, Karen, who was Karen Taylor back then, was one of the stars of that team. Alicia Vickers was the starting pitcher. Young Ashley Barnes, Ashley Redmond was a freshman on that team 24 years ago. Wow.
Where does time go?
Goes fast, buddy, I tell you for sure. Pitch, swung on and smacked into left field. That's down for Brooke Fuson, and that's a leadoff single here in the bottom half, of the 4th inning. As Fuson's on base for the second time today. And that is the 5th hit. I can't talk all of a sudden, Casey. You're going to have to take over. 5th hit.
We're all in deep trouble then.
For DeKalb County. And Hannah Brown, who lined out to short, steps up with a runner at first. Just underway here in the bottom half of this 4th inning. Scheduled for 7. Smack towards short.
Come on.
Double play.
Oh,
no!
Yes.
I was about to say double play possibility, but they'll get nobody. And Brown is actually going to reach on a fielder's choice And an E6 is going to be attached to that. The second error of the game for Lenoir City by my unofficial tally.
They're official.
And we're going back to the top of the order. Riley Wilbur's 1 for 2 with a double and a fly out. Pitch, pop up.
Goodness.
And everybody gets back safe, so a pop up.
She got under that one.
Yep. And that'll be the first out retired.
Now batting, number 4.
And we'll bring up Zaylee Bain. Bain's 0 for 2, so she's due. She's popped up to second, grounded out to short. Bain's got runners at first and second. I see one of our comments, Rachel Evans says, and did I say in 91? I may have said 91. I didn't mean to if I did. I meant 2001, 24 years ago. Talking about the first game here as they will get the force out at second. And Williams was headed back to the dugout. She thought that was number 3. Not quite. Not so fast, my friend.
I'm glad she stayed out there. By the way, I would take Rachel's word over anybody's any information about that.
Rachel, no, I think Rachel, I probably said it wrong and Rachel caught me and was calling me out. She probably heard right and I said wrong. That's very well the case. Ground ball to short, and the inning is over. DeKalb County will strand 2, 1 in scoring position, but the Tigerettes hold a 2-0 lead as we head to the top half of the 5th inning. Tigerettes and Lenoir City, a state tournament berth on the line. This is Tigerettes softball, the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise. But Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change a car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent is DeKalb County Insurance. Get a quote today at DeKalbInsurance.net.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. Go to ErieInsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
To the top half of the 5th inning we go.
I have a question.
Okay.
Being my first live broadcast here, how in the world do you know when to start talking?
I watch, and when Daniel either points at me or the game screen comes back up, then I start talking.
Well, I guess I should just look to my right then. Right there in that big screen in front of me.
It's all right there to your right.
Well, I was pretty impressed, I'll have to tell you.
Kylie Hansen will swing the bat, and will swing it foul to start things off. 0-1 here to open things up bottom of the 5th. It's batters 5, 6, 7. Hanson, Williams, Tinch. We were talking about Rachel Evans, one of the great players in DCHS softball history. One of these days we're going to sit down. We don't have a whole lot of coaches in history. We could put together one heck of an all-time softball team, and Rachel would be one I'd give a vote to.
Rachel is my 96 classmate.
Yep.
She's also the most athletic girl my age.
Popped up. That's going to be a little bit of trouble. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Because Zaylee Bain's going to race over and grab it. And so the fly ball taken by the center fielder, 1 up, 1 away here in the top half of the 5th inning. And I've seen a lot of great Tigerettes over the years. I was able to cover the softball state tournament teams 94, 96, and 01. Going back a minute or two, and there's some really great players on those teams. There were some great ones before that I didn't get the chance to see in person. That's foul, and we'll open up 0-1 here to Kimball Williams. Casey, if DeKalb County goes to state, it will be the 9th time in program history.
You know, it's one of those things that's kind of sad to say. We almost kind of got used to that for a long time.
Yep.
And when it went away for a few years, we all realized how special that was.
Missing on that bunt attempt is 0-2. First year they went was 1992. Get this, in their first game at state, May 28, 1992, the Tigerettes played Gibbs. The final score was Gibbs 17, DeKalb County 16.
Unbelievable.
As, again, attempting to bunt, and she's going to strike out. She being Kimball Williams. And Casey?
299.
One more. Again, we came in, the stats said 289, so if all of our math and everything is correct, one more is going to be number 300 for this season.
If she gets 300, I'll take my shirt off. Of course, nobody will
Let's
see
not
it.
do that. Swinging a miss and the count is nothing. And no, everybody up here will see that. Let's. I got to keep my vision for the remainder of this game. Tessie Tench down in the count, 0-1. Swung on, and that's headed long out in the right field. Driving Young all the way back, but she stays with it, and down they go in order again. 1, 2, 3. Top of the fifth, Tigerettes will send up Pelham, Kilgore, and Young when we come back to Tigerette softball against Lenoir City. 2-0 your score. We're presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Bad Boy tractors are born from the legendary Bad Boy mowers from 20 to 35 horsepower. Subcompact to midsize, Bad Boy combines power, performance, comfort, and, as always, builds strength to deliver the workhorse dependability you need to get the job done and done right. Homeowner, landscaper, or rancher, there's a Bad Boy tractor for you to work with an attitude. Find your Big Boy tractor at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
Cora Kilgore to swing the bat as we start things off in the bottom half of the fifth inning. 2-0 is the score. It will be, well, I had my stats were wrong. I said 3-4-5, and it's 4-5-6. That'll be Kilgore, Tatum, and Adcock.
Class 3A.
And that pitch missing, ball 1-0 the count. I was trying to see where I missed. Okay, Pelham, I think, grounded out last inning in the inning, so I had goofed that up somewhere along the way, Casey. Yep. I'm looking at your stats now, and that's a base hit going out in the right center field. That's going to go all the way to the fence. Kilgore's rounding first. She's on the way with a stand-up double. Cora Kilgore, who's mowing them down in the pitching circle, is also 2 for 2 at the plate today.
I tell you, that is the most locked-in athlete I believe I've seen in a long time.
Shaylee Lunsford will come in to pinch run, but Cora Kilgore doing her job in every facet today as she is 2 for 2 from the plate. And now we'll see Tatum Young, who reached on an error at third base in her first at-bat. She's going to pop this one up. That's trouble. It's not going to advance the runner, but she's going to be safe. And that's going to be a single to put runners at first and second. That's just a sweet spot you just can't get to on the infield, Casey.
What a perfect little pop-up right there. Goodness. It couldn't have landed better.
2 aboard, nobody out, and that's going to bring up Sophie Adcock. Sophie lined out to the shortstop in her first at-bat. She's got a great opportunity for some RBI here with runners at first and second and nobody out bottom of the fifth. Showing bunt will pull away, and we'll open the count up 1 ball and no strikes.
You know, I know it's just 2-0, but it just seems like it's like 10-0 right now.
It seemed uneven. Like DeKalb County, you feel like it's just had all the momentum all throughout the game. But just the 2 runs so far. Now showing bunt and scooped up at third.
Man, she almost beat that.
I tell you, she did. Sophie with some good speed, but that sack bunt is going to move both runners into scoring position. So you got Lunsford at third, you got Young at second, and by the way, both of them can flat run. So you put this in play here if you're Hendrickson. She's going to add to her RBI total. She already has an RBI single today, 1 for 2.
Good for Sophie, man. That's 2 times she's laid down a bunt to really help her team.
Pitch. Chopper headed toward the dugout, and good hands there by Coach Duke to stop it. And we'll open the count up, no balls and 1 strike.
I don't believe he's going to be able to put a jersey on and go in without somebody knowing.
You think the beard will give it away?
It might, yeah.
Pitch on the way. Hangs just upstairs. Ball one, and we'll open things up 1-1. Mentioned 92 being the first time DeKalb went to state. They won again in 94, 96, 01, 08, and then 3 years in a row in 14, 15, 16. Coach Danny Barn retired after the 2016 season.
Oh, that's trouble.
Out in the right. It'll be
That's
caught.
gonna score a run.
The runner is going to tag and score easily. Lunsford from third. And so the fly ball by Hendrickson. But she'll get the RBI as the runner will come down the line. And it's now 3-0 DeKalb County.
Might as well be 30-0, Tom.
It is Brooke Fusen. Fusen's reached base in both at-bats. She was hit by a pitch, and she singled last time up. 2 outs on the board, a runner at second base. Fusen, that was close. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Hannah Brown waits in the on-deck circle. Tigerettes, this is their 3rd time through the order here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Pitch, swing and a miss. That'll even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Boy, she took a hack at that one.
We mentioned that winner of this game will play Tuesday against McNairy Central, 1 o'clock over Murfreesboro at McKnight Field 1. That pitch outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. And unfortunately, due to all the regulations, we will not be able to video live stream. And our good friends at WJLE will be providing radio coverage of state tournament games. So you can follow along if you can't make them in person. And anytime you can be at the game, even when we're doing them, we won't want you to be here. You can watch it later because it's there. 2-2 the count here. That one caught the inside corner. But it's going to be a big week if the Tigerettes can hang on for the victory here as they move on to state. Swing and a miss, and DeKalb County will strand their 8th base runner, 6 in scoring position, and that, believe it or not, is the first strikeout for Williams today. We head to the top of the 6th inning. Time running out for Lenoir City as the Tigerettes lead 3-0 as you watch Tigerette Softball on the Blitz Sports Network presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Bad Boy Mowers is giving back to all those that risk their lives to protect and defend our nation. Our Bad Boys of America Zero Turns for Our Heroes program is available for a limited time at Bad Boys Nationwide Dealer Network. Qualified buyers, that's veterans, active duty military, first responders, EMTs, firefighters, and law enforcement, receive up to 25% off MSRP on all Bad Boy mower models. And some really cool Bad Boy Mower swag. Find your big boy mower at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at southernlandscapesupply.com.
We head to the top of the 6th inning. Tigerettes are 6 outs away from punching their ticket to Murfreesboro for the first time, Casey, since 2016. They need 6 more outs.
You know, they're playing at McKnight Park over there. The last time I was there, I hope this is going on for the state tournament because the last time we played a tournament there, there was a bacon festival also going on there. You talk about two of my, like, it's close to heaven, you know. Bacon and baseball in one thing. Goodness. Sign me up, baby.
1 ball, no strikes here. Batters 8, 9, and 1 is Langley. Stepping in against Kilgore, swing and a miss. At a count 1-1. I'm sure that the folks over in Murfreesboro, hearing that, will throw together a bacon festival just for you.
I tell you what, I'm in.
We had a cornbread festival here in town today. By the way, did you check that out?
Cornbread is also very good.
Yes, it is. Swing and a miss, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
But it does not hold a candle to bacon, in my humble opinion.
What about cornbread with bacon?
Well, I mean, as long as there is bacon, that's all that I care.
You give me that, some turnip greens and some white beans, and I'd be a happy camper, man.
That is so good.
Swing and a miss, and there it is.
Number 300, baby.
For the season. And Langley 0 for 2, and here comes Abriana Baker, the left fielder, who is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout against Cora Kilgore. DeKalb County with a 3-0 lead. Winner advances to the state tournament. Pitch, and strike one. Ball strike. I can get it right now. I was reading Rachel Evans has told us the Cornbread Festival was very nice. Crackling bread, and I bet they had some good stuff.
Yeah.
I've been trying to low carb, and that's hard to do when there's cornbread around. Nothing to.
I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty interesting when that ball just bounced off the umpire's head there.
I've seen that more this year, I feel like, than I have in a long time. And we haven't broadcast a ton of games, but I've seen some umps get abused.
He must have a thick skull. It didn't seem to faze him.
Swing and a miss.
301 if you're counting.
And that is number 12 for today. Cora Kilgore, no runs, 1 hit, 12 strikeouts on the day. Molly Robinson back up 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out down the first base line on a bunt attempt, was tagged out by Maggie Hendrickson. Pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. She wasn't bunting there.
Cora it looks like she's just on another world right now.
Yeah, indeed. And Robinson stepping in, ready to go. She hitting .301 coming in today, co-leader in steals with 24. Count goes 0-2. Thing about stealing, you got to get the base first.
I tell you what, if I was a player for Lenoir City, I'd be halfway afraid to get a hit because I'd be afraid Cora would go over there and beat me up before I got off the field.
No balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 3 strikes. Gone. 1, 2, 3. She again struck out the side. That's 13. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. DeKalb County will send up batters 9, 1, and 2. Brown, Wilbur, Bain. This is sectional tournament action from Danny Bond Field in Smithville. Tigerette softball presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
In a world of bank mergers and acquisitions driven by the bottom line, Wilson Bank and Trust remains focused on serving the community. We're local. We're independent. The people who make decisions and help you at the window are your neighbors and friends. As your local, independent bank, Wilson Bank and Trust takes a personal approach to business by providing customized banking needs while staying committed to serving our communities across Middle Tennessee. Let our team of local banking professionals show you the hometown difference. Wilson Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Hannah Brown steps in to lead things off at the bottom of the 6th inning, and we'll look at 1 up and away for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Tom Duggan, Casey Midget for the Blitz Sports Network. Chris Vance, Kelly Parkerson Pyburn. I'm getting so tongue-tied here.
I just like calling her Kelly.
They've had things going on today, but they've been watching, I've noticed. So 2-0 the count here, up and away. So
you think they're secretly jealous of how good I've done today?
You know it, Casey. You know. Casey's already said the viewership is high today because, well, Casey's here.
Yep. You never know what's going to be said.
Base hit! And that is Hannah Brown getting it done, ripping it between second and short.
Now batting, number 8.
That is hit number 8 for DeKalb County. They've hit the ball, Casey, but as I mentioned, they've left 8 on base, 6 in scoring position.
That's because they knew it was over at 1-0.
And the top of the order back up with Riley Wilbur, 1 for 3, doubled to lead off the bottom of the 1st inning. Flew out. And popped up to the pitcher in her last at-bat, officially 1 for 3. Officially, unofficially 1 for 3. We'll lay down a bunt. Runner Brown on her way to look at that. That is going to be a bunt single. Yes, perfect. You can't lay it down any better than that. And that's the 9th hit, 2 aboard, and DeKalb County trying to pad this lead. Casey, they've only got to get 3 outs in the top of the 7th inning anyway, but they'd like to add a few insurance runs here just just in case, not that I expect Cora to have any kind of meltdown the way she's been locked in today.
I tell you what, I wonder what the Vegas betting odds on that would be right now. Cora having a meltdown and this being a loss.
Try to frame it up, but it's outside. Ball 1-0 here to Zaylee Bain. Zaylee has popped up to second, grounded out to short, and hit into a fielder's choice. Set to go. Set to go. Swung on, hit to right.
She dropped
she
it.
Had it and dropped it. My goodness, 1 run in the score, 2 runs in the score. And Zaylee Bain, I'm going to flat call it a triple.
Yeah, that would have been a tough play for her.
That would have been amazing. That would have been an ESPN top 10 if she'd have caught that. Yeah. But 2 runs are going to come in to score. And wait a minute.
I don't know what's going on, but they need to adjust that scoreboard.
Why is there a runner back? Let's back up here. So I thought the 2 came in. Maybe not. Maybe just the 1. It's 4-0. And I totally missed what happened there. Casey, I thought Wilbur coming to score. We know Brown did.
I'll be honest. I got so fired up watching that right fielder drop that ball, I didn't see anything.
That may have been what happened with both of us, because that was what a play that almost was. And there goes the runner, Bain. Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute.
They're calling that a...
they've changed something here, because Bain was all the way at third base, and the 2 runs came in to score.
Oh, man, that was a good catch.
That was a great catch. Pelham lines right over to first. Well, the score's 4-0. Let's just go back to what we do know. Cora Kilgore is at the plate, 2 for 3. She's singled, she's doubled, she's grounded to third. She's got runners at second and third. And maybe we can figure out what happened once we go to break and try to pick somebody's brain smarter than we are.
It don't matter. It's over.
Upstairs, ball 1-0 the count. Kilgore with Tatum Young waiting in the on-deck circle.
Old John Kilgore needs to go ahead and start picking out some bacon recipes.
Kilgore is going to lift this one right field. It'll hang up for Robinson, so the fly ball to the number 9 spot will sit down Kilgore. DeKalb County will strand 2 more. All right, is that 2 or 3?
That would be out number 2.
Well, I'm jumping ahead of myself again. I had 3 for some reason, Casey. I have just totally botched this inning.
Well, that's all right. Nobody can see us drinking up here, so.
Yeah, this sun drop's got me all out of shape here. As it will be now Tatum Young stepping up, still with 2 on. And no, 2 on, no more. 1 in the score. And it is now 6-0 on the RBI single. And by the way,
number 2, Sophie Adcock.
The fly out by Kilgore also produced an RBI.
Yep.
Which is why we're at 6-0 now. Okay, now I'm getting my ducks back in some kind of row.
I'm still fired up from that girl dropping that ball.
Swing and a miss. Throw down to, that's going to the outfield.
Throw to no one.
And good thing that Reed was out there backing it up, or Tatum Young might still be running.
I think they're just using it as a practice at this point.
Trying to count. We got 11. DeKalb County's got 11 hits. 6 runs on 11 hits in the game thus far. Got a runner in scoring position at second. Now 2 outs in what's been a 3-run 6th inning so far. That's up. Ooh, this is trouble. And she's out. So Tatum Young will be caught trying to steal third base. DeKalb County, though, is 3 outs away from the state tournament. We come back with the top of the 7th. This is Tigerette Softball on the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Unrivaled service and practical advice from Jeff and Grant James at DeKalb County Insurance. With auto, homeowners, life and annuities, property and liability, Medicare supplement, and business policies available. Receive seriously good insurance with great coverage and prices. DeKalb County Insurance is an independent agency that shops multiple carriers, such as Erie, Allstate, Travelers, State Auto, Progressive, and many more. Call today for a quote. DeKalb County Insurance, 615-597-0660.
Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations has served the Upper Cumberland area as a premier auto glass shop since 2011. Located at 1620 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookville, our business offers chipped glass repair, glass replacement, windshield repair, and much more. Plus, on-site service is available. We also offer free mobile installation. We look forward to assisting our customers with any and all windshield repairs. For all your auto glass needs, stop by Liberty Auto Glass and Calibrations. Phone 931-979-7339.
Sophie Reed, Reagan Helton, Bella Rusnick represent the last hope for Lenoir City. In the top of the seventh, they've got to come up with 6 runs off a dominating Cora Kilgore, or else DeKalb County will be playing McNary Central at State on Tuesday. Fouling out of play, count nothing in 1. Let's go back to that last inning. Casey, we got clarification from our producer, Daniel Leslie. So the play out in right field, what was almost a beautiful diving catch out there. 1 run did come in to score. Runner did hold up at third. Runner did pass first, started to go to second, but then came back. You and I both were focused on right field, and I missed everything there. But so it ended up being an RBI single. And Kilgore brought the next run on in to score on the fly ball, which I thought was a third out, of course. 2 balls and no strikes. And then, of course, the RBI single by Tatum Young. Those were the 3 runs there in that 6th inning. And here we sit at 6-0. Count 2 balls and 1 strike here to the number 2 hitter in the Lenoir City order. Fouled back into the net, and we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You know, I actually thought that ball was going to hit him in the head that time, too. This is what I'm reduced to now. Just seeing, the funny stuff that goes up.
2 balls and 2 strikes. You're doing a great job today, though.
This game was over after the 2nd inning, and now it's just time to have fun.
Pitch, swing and a miss in the dirt. There'll be a play at first. And she's safe.
Oh, come on. Oh, goodness. You would think somebody standing that close to the bag would have got that call right.
Wow. So it will go down as a strikeout, the 14th, and strike 3 in the dirt. And then, of course, Fuson is trying to throw it down the line. Of course, base runner's got the right to run down the line, and Hendrickson had to just kind of pull off the bag to make the grab. Here's a pop-up, headed to second base. Adcock actually went to shallow right, but Adcock veered back and will make the grab. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Here in the top of the 7th, 2 outs away from the state tournament.
303, by the way, is your total.
303. There's 14 strikeouts today for Cora Kilgore, who's allowed only a single to Reagan Helton, who just popped up, by the way. Rusnick 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. We'll look at ball 1. Struck out looking her last time up. And the count opens up here 1-0 with that runner at first base, Sophie Reed. Again, Lady Panthers, they need a rally. Cora Kilgore's trying to make sure that does not happen, trying to slam the door. There goes the runner. There goes a throw. Ooh, that was mighty close. Stolen base by Reed. Fuson with a gun there, but the runner that was going to get in there safe. Just good start there by Reed, and she will move into scoring position. 1 ball, 1 strike. Count here to Rusnick. Kylie Hansen waits in the on-deck circle. DeKalb County 2 outs away from the burrow. Swing and miss. 1-2.
Goodness gracious.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Kylie Hansen again on deck. Runner at second. Been a brilliant performance today by Cora Kilgore. Kilgore upstairs, ball 2.
I'd have done the same thing. She swung at it last time.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Kilgore steps up. Another amazing thing, Casey, she calls her own game, pitching. I mean, she doesn't rely on the coach. That's going to be a bunt, and everybody's going to be safe here. I guess it just kind of, I think it was almost an unintentional bunt as it hit looked like the handle of the bat from our perspective.
Now batting, number 34.
And it's going to be credited to bunt single. And Casey now got runners on the corners here.
Don't matter.
And you're going to get a courtesy runner in here for the catcher, Rusnick. And Kylie Hansen steps in 0 for 2, struck out, and flew out to center field in her last at-bat. 1 out on the board. Tigerettes still 2 outs away from Murfreesboro. Kilgore. Check swing foul, and the count opens up 0-1, and it's obvious that the courtesy runner there, and I tried to get 15. I don't have a 15. Do you have a 15?
I started looking, and then I realized you gave me the note, so I'm pretty confident in saying I don't have it either.
Kilgore, no balls, 1 strike here to Hansen. Pitch. High, long, caught. Run's going to come in to score. Runner's going to move into scoring position at second. Hansen, fly ball to the number 9 spot. But we'll get credit for the RBI. And Lenoir City on the board as they will put up a run here in the top of the 7th inning. We're not quite done just yet.
I hope that makes them feel better on that long trip back.
Runner in scoring position, Kimball Williams. Reached on an error, was caught stealing. Back in the 2nd inning, struck out in her 2nd at-bat. Trying to keep the rally alive. Swing and a miss. 0-1. The opposing pitcher, Williams, has allowed 6 DeKalb County runs on 11 hits. In the circle today, only has 1 strikeout. A walk and is a hit-a-batter. He's going to foul that out, and the count will go no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, you know, if we were playing banana ball right now, that would have been an out. Hey, dude, caught that ball off the bounce of the house or the press box back here. That's an out, banana ball.
No balls, 2 strikes. DeKalb County, 1 strike away. Kilgore looking for number 15 and a trip to the state tournament.
Oh, come on.
Throw down to third.
Does that guy just feel like he needs to earn his pay a little bit more? Because that was a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at third. Kimball Williams. Cora Kilgore. I think Cora's had enough. She's ready. 1-2. Not quite.
It's over. Oh,
drops in front of the center fielder, and a run's going to come in to score. RBI single for Kimball Williams. We're not done just yet. Third hit.
13, Cassie Tinch.
And you go back to that strike 3 in the dirt that started this thing off. Without that, this game's already over with, so these runs are unearned, basically. 2 runs on the board as now we're down to the number 7 hitter, Tessie Tinch, with a runner at first. Swing and a miss. Kilgore bears down and throws some gas there, and we'll jump out front here. No balls, 1 strike. 6-2 now the score.
She ain't a bit phased, I can tell you.
Kilgore, 0-1. Pitch. Again, just coming with the heat there. Fouled back, and the count no balls and 2 strikes.
1 strike away.
1 strike away from the first state tournament trip in 9 years. Longest drought in program history, going back to 2016. Kilgore, ready, pitch.
What in the world? I mean, is the guy standing back there with his eyes closed?
He's earning his money.
Gracious.
He's earning his money, Casey.
Okay.
Earning his money. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner aboard. Kilgore. Pitch. Fouled. We'll keep it at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That was awful, man. I mean, that was just terrible. Yeah, you know, I'm not a huge fan of umpires anyway, but that was awful.
Tessie Tinch is the batter, 0 for 2 on the day. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner aboard, 6-2, 2 runs this inning. Foul. And the battle continues.
Cora's going to meet him out in the parking lot after the game.
I'd say if they win, she's not going to really care. 2 outs, still 1 strike away. Is this the one? Is this the strike? Nope. Fouled. And boy, I'll tell you what, give Tessie Tinch a lot of credit here. She is battling. And the longer as that bat goes, the more it favors the batter. She's hanging in there. Runner at first. Count still 1-2. Kilgore checks her armband. What's she going to bring this time on 1-2 again?
The old number 1.
Pitch. Upstairs. Ball 2.
Good thing is she's been so efficient, she's got some pitches to work with.
She's got such an arsenal. She can change speeds and just get you so off balance. Just like that.
There it is.
Just like that. Just like that. Boys and girls, the Tigerettes are going to state.
That is fantastic.
15 strikeout performance by Cora Kilgore and the DeKalb County Tigerettes for the 9th time in program history are headed to the state tournament. Tigerettes 6, Lenior City 2. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will have final recap, some analysis, and much more on a huge winning day in Smithville. You're watching the Blitz Sports Network, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Bad Boy Mowers' legendary reputation for strength, performance, and value is now available with Bad Boy tractors. From mid-size to subcompact models powered by 22 to 35 horsepower water-cooled diesel engines, your tractor work just got real easy. On the farm, the ranch, or even around the house, Bad Boy tractors deliver power and durability all day, every day. Bad Boy tractors work with an attitude. Find your big boy tractor at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
In a world of bank mergers and acquisitions driven by the bottom line, Wilson Bank and Trust remains focused on serving the community. We're local. We're independent. The people who make decisions and help you at the window are your neighbors and friends. As your local, independent bank, Wilson Bank and Trust takes a personal approach to business by providing customized banking needs while staying committed to serving our communities across Middle Tennessee. Let our team of local banking professionals show you the hometown difference. Wilson Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
The DeKalb County Tigerettes are going to Murfreesboro to the state tournament. They will play Tuesday, May 20th at McKnight Field number 1 against McNairy Central at 1 o'clock. They'll start work on that. Well, Cora Kilgore's probably already zoned in on Tuesday, but today, Casey Midget, DeKalb County can celebrate graduation last night. Sectional round victory today. It's on to Murfreesboro, and just what an effort by the Tigerettes.
My goodness, that was a fun game to watch. That game, I mean, after the first half inning, I felt like this game was over and we hadn't even come up to bat yet. But Cora Kilgore was as locked in of an athlete as I've ever seen in a game. I mean, I believe a grizzly bear could have run out there and tried, and she'd have wrestled it to the ground. It was crazy how dominating her especially her pitching performance was today.
She struck out 8 of the first 9 batters in the first run through the order, ended up with 15 today. So her unofficial stat line will be 7 innings pitched, 2 runs allowed, no earned runs allowed. Struck out 15 batters, walked none, hit none. She was locked in completely, and just a dominant performance today as the Tigerettes win 6-2. Tigerettes get a run on the board in the bottom half of the second inning on an RBI single by Maggie Hendrickson. They get a run as Brian Appellum will score on an error in the bottom half of the third inning to make it 2-0. Tigerettes out a run on a a fly out, actually, a sacrifice fly to get their third run, and that was in the bottom of the fifth inning. Then they tack on 3 in a wild bottom half of the sixth inning. You get the 2 runs scored in the top of the seventh, and DeKalb County wins it by the score again of 6-2. The losing pitcher today, Kimball Williams. Williams goes 6 innings. She allows 6 DeKalb County runs on 11 hits. She struck out 1, walked a batter, and hit a batter. DeKalb County left 8 base runners on base, and they left 6 of those in scoring position. Riley Wilbur today goes 2 for 4, had a single and a double. Zaylee Bain ends up 1 for 4 with an RBI single. Bryna Pelham goes 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. Cora Kilgore, 2 for 4 today, a single, a double, had an RBI. Tatum Young goes 2 for 3, single twice, had an RBI, also drew a walk. Sophie Adcock, 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. Maggie Hendrickson, 0 for 2 with an RBI. Brooke Fusen, 1 for 2 with a single. Hannah Brown, 1 for 2 with a single. That's the one thing I like. When you look at these stats for the Tigerettes, 1 through 9, you're getting contributions in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And then this dominating pitching performance today. This is a good, top-to-bottom, balanced Tigerette team led by 2 outstanding seniors. Casey, I'm just excited to see what they can accomplish in Murfreesboro.
Me too. Tatum Young drawing that walk to start the second inning, and Maggie coming up and knocking her around. Don't forget the sacrifice bunt that Sophie put down. She really helped her team unselfishly to this evening to help move runners into scoring position and to ultimately get runners scored. But Maggie, that was such a timely hit and it was just on from there. But I mean, you can't say enough about Cora Kilgore. My goodness, dominating performance from the mound. She did excellent when she was up to the plate to help herself. Just an all-around great performance. This team will be eating a lot of bacon in Murfreesboro.
DeKalb County moves to 9-7 all-time in sectional or sub-state round games, going back to their very first one way back in 1991. Lost that year, but then would win the next 3 sub-state games. Lost again in 97, won in 2001, 2008. Lost 2 years in a row in 9 and 10. Then came back, won 14, 15, 16. Went to sub-state 17 and 18 and lost. Last year they actually went to Saudi Daisy, ran it up against a buzzsaw, lost 13-1 there. But vindication today. Cora Kilgore and company are on their way to Murfreesboro. Final score, Tigerette 6, Lenoir City 2. Casey, it's been fun today.
It has been fun. I didn't realize how good I was at calling softball games with you.
You got a new career in line, right?
Yeah. If I could just be the color guy in anything, I think I excel in that stand. But if I had to actually call the game, it would have not nearly been as good. So
we definitely want to thank all of our viewers for tuning in today. If you weren't live here in person, man, you missed some great ambiance here at Danny Bond Field. But appreciate you tuning in to watch our coverage of it. Of course, as always, we thank our sponsors for making this live stream broadcast possible today. And our excellent producer, Daniel Leslie, who always has things taken care of on the technical end. Thankfully, he was here to push all the buttons today, and I wasn't, because I always cut us off and do stupid things when I'm having to multitask. So great to have Daniel here with us today.
The thing about Daniel is when you're in the room with him, he's the smartest guy there.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt about it. For Casey Midget, I'm Tom Duggan on a winning day in Smithville. Tigerettes on the state. They beat Lenoir City 6-2. Your final score. Saying so long this afternoon for the DC Blitz Sports Network.